feel based on this, right? So coaches, well, first of all, what mistakes do you see private coaches make with their sessions when you've been
Mm.
observing, or maybe you've been running a session next to another coach? What are a couple of their common mistakes you see?
Yeah. Let me just put my laptop on charge quickly. I'll answer it as I'm
Yeah,
sort
yeah.
of moving around. Yeah, so common mistakes that you usually see is the transition from practice to practice. So we're looking at how can coaches effectively transition from one practice to the next. And that's the sort of main thing for me. So the way that I've set it up, you can see it's really, really simplistic in the design. Okay, it's really simple for coaches and players to understand how they're moving from one session to the next. Okay, so that's the first thing I would say is that I see a lot with session planning. You can deliver a great session, but you finish one block and the coach is setting up for 5 minutes. And then you finish another block and then they're setting up again. So it's just your organization of the session. Can you really be organized and develop your session in such a way that you're moving minimal cones and footballs around so that that transition between each block is really, really quick? Because players' memory and concentration levels and attention spans, especially at the younger ages, as you know, Leo, yourself, is really, really small. So we want to keep them engaged as much as possible, but also from a memory perspective, so that they quickly can be like, oh, I did ball mastery here. Now I'm attacking 2v1. I can use one of my skills to take it past him. So you're
Mm.
linking the practices together. But if you don't have that quick transition, players will forget certain things, and then you're going into it and you're coaching again, and it just delays the session unnecessarily. So that's one thing that I would say.
Mhm.
Another thing that I would say is make sure you always adapt what you're working with to the group of players that you have. So you might see a really good UEFA B or UEFA A coaching session online. And that's fantastic, but does that suit your players? Are your players UEFA B, UEFA A standard? Do they need that high level of coaching? Because there's a lot of coaches, and you and I know this, that are only level one or level two qualified, UEFA
Mhm.
C, UEFA D, because maybe they haven't got onto those badges, but they're actually the best at developing players because they don't look so much into the tactics,
Mm.
but they look at the individual player and the technical side of the game and how can I help that player specifically, not how can I have deliver this best session to UEFA A standard. It's not about that.
Yeah.
It's about you and the player. So those are the two main things I would say. Make sure you adapt your session to your players.
Mhm.
It's key, adaptability, and make sure you have a smooth transition between each practice.